Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Warrior 4. I am Rufal, playing this game for you. Woo! As I had said, a lot of the major bartering and arguing for prices happened off screen. So, we have enough money to buy this shop, and we shall do so. Yes. Certainly, sir. Here's your big sack of money. Yay! Call down the wife and kid. Oh, she's giving me loves and kisses, not slapping my face. Aha! Yay! Well, what do we do now? Well, now we need to supply our shop with inventory. Which, well, the way we do that, of course, will be to buy said inventory. And it goes as follows. Talk to local shop. Purchase goods. Lots of goods. In fact, we want to purchase as much as we can afford. When possible, we want to make sure we end the day with no money on hand. This is the point where Strom and Lawrence become a liability, but oh well. Aha! That we have no money, we can hand it over to our wife. But before we go and do that, the king wanted to speak with us once we had a shop. So let's go say hi to the king. Hello, sire! Okie dokie. Right. So the king wants us to get a hold of 7 broadswords and 7 suits of half-plate armor for him and his men. Which we hand in by talking to this fellow. I'm not going to talk to him because I have a suit of half-plate armor that I don't want to sell. And once we get all that, then we will be paid 60,000. Which is the quick way of getting the money to help out the old man. We don't have to do this quest, but since buying the broadswords and half-plate for the king costs less than 25,000, this does make for an alternative use for the silver statuette if you didn't want to pick it up to buy your shop. But bring inventory to the wife, and she offers to sell it at a 50% markup. Now, this woman is either the most beautiful woman in all of history, or she just has incredible charisma to sell things here for a 50% markup of what they sell them for down the street. But I won't argue with it. And it is worth noting, the price she's quoting, that is not the exact price she sells these things at. She can get more. My brother had commented to me that he had given her a broadsword, which was the only thing she had. She said she would sell it for 3,000. At some point, when he went to pick up the money from the sales, she gave him 4,000. So, and he hadn't given her any other inventory. So yeah, there's plenty of money to be made. But how do we get that money? Well, talk to our wife. Say we brought merchandise. And she gives us money. What merchandise do we bring? Well, we brought the lunch she just gave me. Aha! What do we have left? Some fairy water. Right. And the process repeats. As we go to pick up more inventory, I always start things off by getting rid of the odd smaller numbers. Which, well, do through the purchase of medical herbs and wings of wyvern. If I have an odd number, I buy a wing of wyvern. And then purchase medical herbs to deal with the rest of the number in question. Aha! But when it comes to the wing of wyvern, I wouldn't purchase those unless you need them to get rid of an odd number. Because there is a slight loss to be had from selling wings of wyvern. Very slight, but it is there. From here, I'll buy 1,000 gold worth of stuff. To be this chainmail and that iron shield. And now I need to go hand stuff to my wife because I'm out of inventory space. But I have just enough money left to purchase a Morning Star. Things continue on. Things will continue on like this until I have gotten some very large amounts of money. Now, the minimum amount which we need to finish the chapter is of course very small. Around the neighborhood of is 22,400. However, to finish the chapter optimally, I want to get at least 50,475. Why is that? Well, you'll see shortly enough, because all this buying and selling it's boring to watch. It can actually be kind of fun and engaging to do, because I personally like the math equations involved to try and get my money, to try and spend all of my money in one day. But what can I say? I'm a nerd. Aha. So I will spare the lot of you the boredom. So, I'll bring you back when something relevant happens. One moment. Ah, there's something relevant. It's been 5 days since we hired Laurent and Strom. So, they go their separate ways. So we are sad to see them go, but at the same time, they'll make everything go faster. Everything will go faster without them. So, back to work. Ah. Alright. After several days of buying and selling, we have exactly as much money as we need to finish the chapter. I very carefully got myself to that number. That was not a feat of chance. But what do we do with this money? Well, first off, we buy some wyvern wings. Just the two of them. And due to our limited inventory space, you can begin to see how the iron safe would just get in the way at this point of the chapter. But we'll come to Bon Malmo and purchase those broadswords. 7 of them. We have the extra wing of wyvern to keep me from purchasing too many. Aha! And 7. Be careful when making your purchases, because Taloon can equip everything else, so the merchant isn't going to give you a chance to back down from the purchase. It's very aggravating. But now we can go and hand these broadswords in. Aha! Fortunately, not one at a time. Yes, sir, I am. Seven suits of half plate, and we're done here. The suits of half plate, of course, we can purchase locally. But I'm going to go and purchase that Wing of the Wyvern first, again, so that I don't overdraw. And once again, be careful with what you say you're going to purchase. Because the half-plate armor is the only thing on this entire list that Taloon cannot equip. Oh, here we go again. And 7. Hooray! We're left with exactly 28 grand. What are we going to do with that money? Well, you'll see shortly. But our payment for this won't put us over our maximum gold carrying, which is, of course, 1 gold piece shy of 100,000. Yay! Big wad of money is ours. Yes, sir, I did. Yes, sir, I will. Starting with, we're going to Lakanaba. Why? So we can purchase Swords of Malice. Of course. What else would we do? In fact, we are going to buy 8 of them. That way, we will be leaving this chapter with Taloon sporting a full inventory of these Swords of Malice. So, of course, the iron safe would be in the way, because it's completely worthless. And that suit of full plate armor, if we had held on to it, well, when we see Taloon again, we will be very nearby a town where we can purchase full plate armor. And a Sword of Malice sells for 2,600, which is enough to buy a suit of full plate armor and have change left over. So, this is the most optimal way to finish this chapter off. The only drawback to speak of, we're gonna have to walk back to Endor. Oh well. With the Sword of Malice equipped, we can kill anything in one shot. So, we'll bring you back once we've reached that cave. See you in a moment. Alright, one long and boring walk later, we've arrived. Hello, sir. Yes. Yes, sir, I would. Hooray! Now we are out a large wad of money. And now we are at the big decision point. Do we want to continue working this chapter, gaining money and stuff? Which clearly we don't need. I don't need to, but you might if you wanted to get this. If you wanted to get that payoff done sooner. Or do we want to just finish things? Now, to finish things, we have to go back into the cave. And see that he has hired people. The casino in Endor has reopened. I see you're making progress. Yes. Alright then. Now he will send a message to our home. Hooray! Let's go home. Don't mind it being the middle of the night. The trip from Lakanaba takes all day. Ow. Out of the way, punk. Aha! Ugh. Yeah, steal away my 8 defense points. Joke's on these guys. If I die at this point, I'll be amused, not annoyed. I'm not giving up a sword of malice for a club. Let's not be stupid. Ah, nighttime. Netta, I'm home! You've been a good boy. Hi, honey. Ah, nuts. Yeah, just a bit. Ah. Now, since we have talked to the old man, we don't get to do any more buying and selling. As our wife simply tells us, why don't we go to the casino and relax? So, we shall do that. There, I've relaxed. No, seriously. That's all there is to relaxing at the casino. I could have gone in and purchased coins, do some gambling, but the coins cost 200 gold. I've got 80. Yay! No. Oh, alright. Hooray! And we have our wife's blessing. Speaking of the Zenthian sword, if, after completing the king's order, we had gone and spoken to the king, then he would have made mention of it as well. There are a lot of people who'd make mention of that thing. I am amused. He showed up at the last possible moment. Oh well. Oh, here he is again! I'm fine. Thank you. Let's get out of here before we're swarmed by more merchants. You got it, bud. Yay! It's the Eastern country, and you may find out something about it. Meanwhile, we have people who are headed to Endor looking for work. Yes, this is a cave for the fulfilling of dreams. And Taloon shall go off to chase his own dreams. So long, jolly old merchant. But that will do for now. Next time, next chapter, will we finally get to play the character created? We'll see. Later.